Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Cadet Sergeant Neil Johnson Jr., and I'm the voice of the Army Navy Academy. I would like to welcome you to Stephen. On behalf of Major General Peggy Combs, the class of 2024, and the Army Navy Academy Corps of Cadets, and send a warm welcome to all of you to our Change of Command military parade. Your presence here today is very appreciated as we come together to celebrate and recognize the outstanding achievements of our cadets in both academics and military endeavors over this past year. Thank you for joining us on this special occasion. We would also like to extend a kind welcome to the family of our graduating seniors, members of our board of trustees, esteemed members of our faculty and staff, and of course the many alumni, patrons, and friends of the Corps who are joining us today. In the event of an emergency or you have to evacuate the area, please use the exits located at the ticket booth and behind the press box. Please do not run and help those who are in need of assistance. Instructions will be given to you as you exit the area. Do not areas designated for emergency vehicles or medical teams clear. Reviews can be traced to the radiologists when warriors demonstrate their military strength by conducting ceremonials in the presence of their competitors. In the American Army, next, the adjutant commands sound adjutant's call to align the battalion on the firing line. The leader walks swiftly to the position in front of the Corps of Cadets in order to present the battalion to the commander of troops. Battalion Adjutant Cadet Captain Scott Harper from Boise, Idaho commands March on the Colors. Ladies and gentlemen, please stand for the arrival of the nation's colors. Military tradition has it that the honor company receives the colors to begin reviews and ceremonies. The company of the year is designated the honor company. Our honor company is Band Company. Band Company is commanded by Cadet Captain Jack Zhang from Los Angeles, California. Thank you. Please be seated. The adjutant now presents the Corps of Cadets to the commander of troops, who assumes command of the battalion. The commander of troops is Army Navy Academy Battalion Executive Officer Cadet Major Braden Stewart, Goodyear, Arizona. His staff includes Honor Council President and Chief Virtue Officer Cadet Major William Kerwin, Washington, D.C., ASB President and Morale Officer Cadet Major Jeremy Zhao, Rowland Heights, California, Senior Class President Cadet Major Christian Beckering, Irvine, California, S1 Adjutant Cadet Captain Scott Harper, S2 Information Officer Cadet Captain Abdullah Al-Fakri, Tabuk, Saudi Arabia, S3 Operations Officer Cadet Major Zachary Sway, Daly City, California, S4 Logistics Officer Cadet Captain Khalid Al-Fakri, Tabuk, Saudi Arabia, S5 Public Affairs Officer Cadet Captain Nicholas Harrington King, Davis, California, S6 Admissions Officer Cadet Captain Colton Fidelman, Carlsbad, California, and the Battalion Command Sergeant Major Cadet Command Sergeant Major Ariat Saltani, Newport Beach, California. The Commander of Troops, Cadet Major Braden Stewart, will formally present the Corps of Cadets to the reviewing stand, officially welcoming them to our ceremony. Lieutenant Colonel Kirby Scarborough, United States Army retired, Director of Leadership Development and Virtues, represents the local commander. Today's reviewing officials are Mr. Barry Schreier, President of Board of the Trustees, Major General Peggy Combs, United States Army retired, and the 16th President of Army and Navy Academy. Dr. Patricia Zeri, Dean of Academics, Lieutenant Colonel Kirby Scarborough, Lieutenant Colonel Roland Morocco, United States Army retired, Commandant of Cadets, and a graduate of the class of 1990, and Nehemiah Brunson, Director of Athletics. After the Corps of Cadets is presented to the reviewing officials, the band is ordered to sound off. This gives the band an opportunity to entertain you with military marching music. Today, the band will be performing a medley of service songs. We invite those of you in the audience who have served or are currently serving to please stand when your service song is played so we can recognize you for your service. The United States Army. The United States Marine Corps. The United States Navy. United States Air Force. United States Space Force. United States Coast Guard.
and gentlemen, the Atkinson Warrior Band, under the leadership of Army Navy Academy's bandmaster, Mr. Leland Lugo. The band is led by Drum Major, Cadet Sergeant Major Jung Ho Lee, and the band company commander, Cadet Captain Jack Sang. When Baron von Steuben wrote his Manual of Discipline, he stated that there were to be certain ruffles for generals. It is interesting to note that General George Washington was not accorded ruffles. Instead, his arrival was announced by a march, more than likely Washington's March. Ruffles were not considered elegant and were used exclusively by the military. It was some time before trumpets were added to the drum rolls. It is believed they were so used during the War of 1812. Ruffles and flourishes are sounded to render military honors and precede prescribed music for persons being honored. Ruffles, played by the drums, and flourishes, played by bugles or band, are performed simultaneously. Honors for dignitaries were modified to include a flourish of trumpets called the Three Cheers. It is likely that this particular salute evolved into the ruffles and flourishes as they are played today. Ladies and gentlemen, please rise if able for the playing of honors to Major General Combs. Thank you. Please be seated. Major General Combs will now conduct the traditional inspection of the Corps of Cadets. Joining her today in the reviewing party are Mr. Schreier, Cadet Colonel Tate Meyer, current battalion commander, Cadet Lieutenant Colonel Ethan Shadadi, the incoming battalion commander, Dr. Zari, Lieutenant Colonel Scarborough, Lieutenant Colonel Morocco, Nehemiah Brunson, Chief Warrant Officer Ortiz, and Staff Sergeant Nixon. Army Navy Academy was founded by Colonel Thomas A. Davis on November 23, 1910 in Pacific Beach, California, with an initial enrollment of 13 cadets. Due to the Great Depression and high cost of rent in the San Diego area, Colonel Davis was forced to relocate, and in 1936, he was offered property here in Carlsbad by the Anderson family, who were in very much favor of having a boys' military school in Carlsbad. Thus, the academy was reopened on September 15, 1936 in the Red Apple Inn, an old hotel located on the Anderson property. The building still stands today and has been converted into the Academy dining facility. On December 20th, 1943, Colonel W.C. Atkinson, who served Army and Navy Academy for 56 years, from 1924 until his death in 1983, was named by the Board of Directors as the 5th President of the Academy. In 1948, the Red Apple Inn was dedicated and renamed Fagan Hall in honor of the first commanding general of Camp Pendleton, Major General Joseph Fagan. Over the years, numerous dormitories and buildings were erected to include the Samuel Warfield Peterson Library, named in honor of Major Pete, our fourth president, and the Virginia Powell Atkinson Memorial Chapel, which had been a long dream of Mrs. Atkinson to have a chapel on the beach. The administration building, Davis Hall, though completed in 1939, was actually dedicated in 1960 to Colonel Thomas A. Davis, founder of the Academy. On October 31st, 1994, Coach John Mafuji Field was dedicated in honor of our longtime coach who built a superb athletic program over a career that spans 59 years. Throughout the 90s, many major building projects took place which gave us the modern dormitories, Korean Hall, named for the Korean family who are longtime supporters of the school, and the Atkinson Hall, which was named after the Atkinson family. In 2005, Anderson Hall was completed, and in 2013, the Duffield Sports Center was completed. This sports center is a modern, versatile, multi-purpose sports complex and is named in recognition of Academy patrons Cheryl and David Duffield. General Stephen M. Bliss Stadium, in which the ceremony is taking place today, is where we host numerous Warrior Home sporting events and the cadet military reviews like the one you are viewing. Army and Navy Academy is continuing to grow. In August 2020, we finished construction on one of our recent additions to our beautiful campus, is a Student Enrichment Center. This state-of-the-art building houses our JROTC department with numerous possible uses. In August 2023, we dedicated the newly renovated Fitzgerald Innovation and Aviation Hall. The mission of the Academy is to educate, mentor, and develop good character in young men, and more than 4,000 cadets have graduated from the Academy since that beginning back in 1910. The cadets of the Corps are the institution itself, and our alumni continually serve in our community as teachers, coaches, doctors, lawyers, businessmen, government service, as well as in all military service in all ranks, from private to 4-star general. The Army and Navy Academy has a rich history steeped in continuing commitment to our values: honor, integrity, responsibility, compassion, and gratitude. These values are the bedrock of good character and remind us all each day of our purpose as a military academy. colors and company commanders with their guidons will march forward for honors to the nation. Please stand for the presentation of the colors and remain standing for our national anthem. Ladies and gentlemen, our national anthem. Thank you. Please be seated. Now award the Commandant's Trophy for Best Drill. It is awarded to the company that achieved the highest score for all drill-type activities throughout the school year. To accept the award, we would like the company commander to come forward for Alpha Company. Cadet Captain Calvin Jan is coming forward to receive the trophy. Let's give Alpha Company one more round of applause for their accomplishments. now, we would like to announce this year's winner of the George S. Patton Memorial Trophy for the 2023-2024 Company of the Year competition, a moment all cadets have been waiting for. The young men in the best company have demonstrated effective leadership, teamwork, esprit de corps, and loyalty to Army-Navy Academy. The competition for this coveted title includes regulation drill, personal appearances, academic and citizenship performance, as well as other measures which challenge cadet leadership abilities. To accept the award, we'd like the company commander to come forward for Band Company. Cadet Captain Jack Zane is coming forward to receive the trophy. Band Company will later receive a streamer for their company guidon, which will read Best Company School Year 2023-2024, and of course, the Patton Trophy. Ladies and gentlemen, please give the cadets of Band Company one more round of applause. Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, Major General Combs, Lieutenant Colonel Morocco, and Lieutenant Colonel Scarborough will now present the coveted Colonel William C. Atkinson Silver A Award. The highest honor at the Army-Navy Academy, the Silver A Award, is granted periodically to exceptional senior cadets who exemplify utmost trustworthiness, loyalty, and dedication to the Academy. Acknowledged as the Academy's most prestigious accolade, Silver A cadets are devoted to leading their peers across all aspects of Academy life. These cadets meticulously apply themselves and aggressively convey their best efforts. They steadily showcase exemplary virtues of character, earning recognition from fellow cadets, staff, and faculty as the embodiment of the Academy's successful endeavors to nurture boys into responsible young men. Today's recipients of the Colonel William C. Atkinson Silver A Award are Cadet Sergeant Major Jung Ho Lee, The next Silver A awardee is Cadet Captain Khalid Al-Fakri. Silver A awardee is Cadet Captain Nathan Bay. The final Silver A awardee is Cadet Captain Dylan Yonker. The next stage of today's parade is the Arch of Swords ceremony for the class of 2028. We invite your attention to the right center of the parade field, where the company commanders are forming an Arch of Swords for the bridging class of 2028. This ceremony officially welcomes these cadets into the high school program and their new company. These cadets will be greeted and officially welcomed into the high school program by the outgoing and incoming battalion commanders. Jackson Burke, Alpha Company. Chen, Flight Company. John Crossy, Band Company. Mingyu Deng, Flight Company. Anthony Dolces, Charlie Company. Carter Ferens, Flight Company. Pratik Ganta, Flight Company. Encore Heaton, Flight Company. Caden Jansen, Flight Company. Drew Kidder, Alpha Company. Cole Conan, Alpha Company. Noman Naim, Flight Company. Rockefeller Neubauer, Alpha Company. Aiken Nguyen, Band Company. Ian Ortiz, Alpha Company. Sawyer Pasqualini, Charlie Company. Antonio Payer, Bravo Company. Jackson Shower, Flight Company. Simon Cedric, Charlie Company. Laith Sos, Band Company. Billy Sun, Flight Company. Hantao Wang, Flight Company. Sean Wyatt, Bravo Company. Luke Yang, Alpha Company. Kenneth Zhang, Band Company. Jungji Zan, Flight Company. give a round of applause for the 8th grade class. The final ritual of this afternoon's review is official battalion change of command and the pass and review to honor the class of 2024. At this time, the commander of troops will bring his units to attention. It is customary in military units for the outgoing commander to formally present the unit colors to the new commander when he assumes command. During this ceremony today, the battalion commander, Cadet Colonel Tate Morrow, will formally be relieved by the President, Major General Combs, who will then appoint Cadet Lieutenant Colonel Ethan Shadadi as the new battalion commander. Attention to orders. By order of the President of Army Navy Academy, whereas the class of 2024, having fulfilled the tenure of command and staff of the Warrior Battalion, the senior class is hereby relieved of duty. And whereas the cadet leaders of the class of 2025, having pledged to fulfill the obligations under the JROTC Leadership Creed and the Army Navy Academy Leadership Oath, they are hereby ordered to assume command of the Warrior Battalion with all rights and privileges thereof. Signed, Major General Peggy C. Combs, President, U.S. Army Retired, and the 16th President of Army Navy Academy. Command Sergeant Major Arya Sultani, the outgoing battalion Command Sergeant Major, begins the ceremony by taking the battalion colors and passing the Academy flag to outgoing Commander Cadet Colonel Tate Meyer. Cadet Colonel Meyer relinquishes his command by presenting the flag to Major General Combs. Major General Combs then turns and presents the flag to the incoming battalion commander, Cadet Lieutenant Colonel Ethan Shadadi, and appoints him commander of the Warrior Battalion. As Cadet Lieutenant Colonel Shadadi assumes command, he accepts the many challenges facing him in the class of 2025 with the battalion cry, Warrior Proud.
Warrior Proud! Warrior Proud!
The incoming battalion commander now returns a flag to the incoming battalion Command Sergeant Major, Cadet Command Sergeant Major Kelly McKinley, who in turn returns it to the color guard for safekeeping until the school year 2024-2025. this time, the new battalion commander will officially assume command of the Corps of Cadets as a battalion executive officer gives the order for current commanders and leaders to post their relief. Each outgoing leader at the platoon and company level is now relieved by the new leaders. The members of the class of 2024 will assemble in the middle of the field for the last pass and review as cadets. Today's review marks the final formation of the class of 2024 as cadets. This occasion is celebrated with the final pass and review and the gathering of the graduating class at the reviewing area to be honored by the Cadet Corps. The senior class advisors are Mr. Kevin Moss and Staff Sergeant Paul Nixon. The class advisors will now join them for the final pass and review. Today's reviewing official is Major General Combs. Joining her are Mr. Barry Schreier and the reviewing party. Major General Combs also invites the members of the Board of Trustees, the parents of our Warrior Seniors, and all alumni, aka the Long Gray Line, to join us on the sideline for the review. The pass and review is a long-standing military tradition that began as a way for newly assigned commanders to inspect the troops. Today, the cadets will pass and review and salute to the class of 2024. During the pass and review, as the colors pass your front, we ask that you please stand. Ladies and gentlemen, we kindly ask that you remain at your seats during the pass and review and please refrain from coming onto the parade field. Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you the class of 2024. Leading the battalion is the battalion commander, Cadet Lieutenant Colonel Ethan Shadati, Phoenix, Arizona. His staff includes Battalion Executive Officer, Cadet Major Sanjay Swaroop, Irvine, California. Honor Council President and Chief Virtue Officer, Cadet Major Eler Wang, Honolulu, Hawaii. ASB President and Morale Officer, Cadet Major Romel Nelson, Mexicali, Baja California. Senior Class President Eugenio Elordi, Mexicali, Baja California. S1 Adjutant, Cadet Captain Logan Rogers, Cherry Hills Village, Colorado. S2 Information Officer, Cadet Captain Gabe Panzuk, Ornix, France. S3 Operations Officer, Cadet Major Lance Germani, Claremont Mesa, California. S3 Operations Sergeant Major Casey Teamer, Hawthorne, California. S4 Logistics Officer, Cadet Captain Rudy Nelson, Mexicali, Baja California. S5 Public Affairs Officer, Cadet Captain Carlos Ramirez, Fallbrook, California. S6 Admissions Officer, Cadet Captain Corey Fadiaki, Oceanside, California. S7 Equal Opportunity Officer, Cadet Captain Ricardo Sencomani, Kigali, Rwanda. S8 Comptroller, Cadet Captain Justin Huang, Newport Coast, California. S9 Community Relations Officer, Cadet Captain Jack Jafarian, Reno, Nevada. And the Battalion Command Sergeant Major, Cadet Command Sergeant Major, Kelly McKinley, Vista, California. Leading the battalion is the Corps of Cadets Company Leadership. Band Company, under the leadership of Company Commander Cadet Captain Ray Kim, Newport Beach, California. Executive Officer Cadet First Lieutenant Xiaoer Li. Drum Major Cadet Sergeant Major Johnny Zhang, Beijing, China. And Company First Sergeant Cadet First Sergeant Zaid Jazzer. Alpha Company, under the leadership of Company Commander Cadet Captain Kai Escobedo, Fullerton, California. Executive Officer Cadet First Lieutenant Mason Raposta. And Company First Sergeant Cadet First Sergeant Vincent Z, Las Vegas, Nevada. Bravo Company, under the leadership of Company Commander Cadet Captain Ian Whitetrack, Mill Valley, California. Executive Officer Cadet First Lieutenant Wyatt Shigley. And Company First Sergeant Cadet First Sergeant George Cobos, Boston, California. Color Guard, under the leadership of Cadet Sergeant Nicholas Geffard, Oceanside, California. Charlie Company, under the leadership of Company Commander Cadet Captain Buddy Cope, Alamo, California. Executive Officer Cadet First Lieutenant Hung Nguyen. And Company First Sergeant Cadet First Sergeant Matthew Spears, Dallas, Texas. Flag Company, under the leadership of Company Commander Cadet Captain Jim Liu, Fremont, California. Executive Officer Cadet First Lieutenant Aaron Jiang. And Company First Sergeant Cadet First Sergeant Donald Booth, Santa Cruz, California. Echo Company, under the leadership of Company Commander Cadet Captain Spencer Locke, Pilot Hill, California. Executive Officer Cadet First Lieutenant Sean Din, Rolling Heights, California. And Company First Sergeant Cadet First Sergeant Brian Chang, Keelung, Taiwan. Field Guard Commander Cadet Captain Xavier Leatherman, Oceanside, California. On behalf of everyone here at Army Navy Academy, we wish you a pleasant summer break. At this time, the underclassmen are marching back to campus to change clothes and complete final checkout with their TAC officers. Passports are available at operations. Health Center staff will be located near the Korean Hall drive-thru gate, next to the counseling office, for you to retrieve any medications. We ask that you ensure local traffic is able to access the area around campus by not double parking on the street.